According to a new report, WWE are reportedly trying to put AEW out of business by the end of their current television deal with Warner Bros. Discovery. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage reunite last night on AEW Dynamite, fighting off FTR and Nick Wayne. They'll team with each other for the first time since 2011 at Forbidden Door, facing Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. A lights-out steel cage match is confirmed for Forbidden Door, including the likes of Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Kota Ibushi all being involved. MJF will challenge for the AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam Page at Forbidden Door. CMLL's Persephone has joined the AEW TBS Championship match at the upcoming pay-per-view. The TNT Championship will also be on the line as an AEW star defends against a star from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hook, a teaser vignette, airs during last night on AEW Dynamite. Mark Briscoe was not cleared to travel to this week's episode of the show. Several matches are confirmed for this week's episode of AEW Collision, and matches are also confirmed for next week's episode of AEW Dynamite from Glasgow, Scotland. Welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's begin with WWE trying to put AEW out of business, according to Dave Meltzer. Now, WWE have counter-programmed several of All Elite Wrestling's pay-per-views with NXT premium live events in 2025, but WWE are in the process of stepping up their efforts to go head-to-head with Tony Khan's promotion. Reports have noted that a as-yet-to-be-announced WWE premium live event, main evented by Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, is planned for the same day as AEW All Out on September 20th. WWE are also reportedly considering moving John Cena's retirement match to ensure it goes head-to-head with AEW World's End. Dave Meltzer has reported on Wrestling Observer Radio that WWE are going so heavy on counter-programming All Elite Wrestling as they want to put Tony Khan's promotion out of business and establish TNA as the number 2 company within the industry. WWE are afraid AEW will receive a large increase on their current US television deal with Warner Bros. Discovery when the deal is potentially renewed in either 2027 or 2028, which would make AEW, quote, extremely profitable. Meltzer said, quote, that is certainly the story that's going around. They wanted to move from December 13th to December 27th, given all the actions and everything that has been done. Of course they want to. It isn't the only thing. There is so much going on that will probably be breaking in the next couple of months when it comes to different things. They really want TNA to become the other promotion because they can control TNA, Meltzer said. This is a major full-court press. They just want this guy, Tony Khan, out of the box, and they know if the numbers stay good that he's going to get a renewal at a much bigger number, just like they did. He's already very profitable. The number will make him incredibly profitable, and they'll never get away from him or anything like that. So they feel they need to make sure this is the last contract, end quote. Now, All Elite Wrestling renewed their US media rights deal with Warner Bros. Discovery in 2024, with the deal taking effect at the beginning of 2025. The current TV contract is worth $555 million through the end of 2027, and there is an option for a 4th year, which would provide AEW with a substantial monetary increase. The current TV deal means AEW are a profitable organization from 2025. So what are your thoughts on Meltzer's position there? Are WWE trying to put AEW out of business, or are they just competing like any other company would do in the marketplace? Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Now, before we get to the next news story, here's a word from NordVPN. This video has been created in collaboration with NordVPN. Now, right now, WWE just announced a brand new United States media rights deal that will see all of their PLEs head to ESPN's new streaming service beginning in 2026. And there's a bit of uncertainty about how much that's going to cost you, the consumer, and how much you could be charged to watch WWE PLEs beginning in 2026. Meanwhile, over here in the UK, we get to watch every episode of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, every single PLE, including WrestleMania, SummerSlam, the Royal Rumble, and Survivor Series, plus a selection of WWE archive shows as part of our regular Netflix subscription. We also get to watch episodes of Saturday Night's Main Event on YouTube for free, and you can too with NordVPN. All you have to do is get a plan with NordVPN and have a virtual private network. What's that? Well, this is a service that protects your internet connection and privacy online. VPNs create an encrypted tunnel for your data, protect your online identity by hiding your IP address, and allow you to use public Wi-Fi hotspots safely. This allows you to change your location to countries all over the world, including here in the UK. Therefore, you can have access to programs on streaming services like Netflix and YouTube that won't be available to you in your country. Therefore, you can join the rest of us and watch episodes of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and WWE PLEs as part of your regular Netflix subscription. So what are you waiting for? Get yourself a plan with NordVPN by scanning the QR code on the screen or clicking the link in the video description or the pinned comment in the comment section. Right now, you can get up to 72% off and an Amazon gift card too. The bigger the plan, the bigger the reward. Scan the QR code, click the link in the video description or the pinned comment in the comment section and get NordVPN today. Let's talk about the reuniting of Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. Christian Cage and Adam Copeland are seemingly on the same page again. The August 13th edition of AEW Dynamite featured the in-ring singles return of Stokely Hathaway as the 34-year-old faced against Adam Copeland in a match that the live audience found amusing. Even with some crowd participation, the match was short-lived, with Copeland scoring the disqualification win after FTR interfered in the match. Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood didn't get too far with Copeland before Christian Cage hit the ring for a shocking save. The moment got a big reaction from the live crowd. After chasing off the FTR duo of Harwood and Wheeler, Cage battled with Nick Wayne briefly before he rolled out of the ring. Cope delivered a spear to Kip Sabian, saving Cage from further damage. Cage proceeded to return the signature spike to Copeland. The segment ended with both men reluctantly hugging each other. Now, this has led to the announcement they will be teaming with each other for the first time since 2011 at the upcoming AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door pay-per-view. Advertised for the August 13th edition of AEW Dynamite was the singles match between Adam Copeland and Stokely Hathaway. The stipulation was that if FTR caused the match to end, then Copeland would have free reign to go after them. There came a point when FTR distracted Copeland, and when he went back to Stokely tossed powder in his face, and FTR followed up by jumping on him. Making the save for Copeland, as I mentioned though, was Christian Cage. They went face to face and ended up embracing one another. Later in the show, it was announced that Copeland and Christian will be teaming up for the first time since 2011 when they were both in WWE. The duo will face Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne at the upcoming Forbidden Door pay-per-view on August 24th. Now, another major match confirmed for Forbidden Door is a lights-out steel cage match. Now, on the August 13th edition of AEW Dynamite, Jon Moxley was able to defeat Kevin Knight in singles action, submitting him with his signature Bulldog choke. After the match, things continued to escalate as the Death Riders beat down Knight. Darby Allin attempted to make the save, but in the end, Darby found himself with a chair wrapped around his neck in the middle of the ring. Just moments before the damage was done, Will Ospreay made his return to AEW by chasing off the Death Riders. Ospreay followed up his big moment by making a huge proposal to Jon Moxley and the Death Riders, inviting them to fight in a lights-out steel cage match at AEW and New Japan's Forbidden Door pay-per-view. Later on in the show, Ospreay revealed that New Japan Pro Wrestling President Hiroshi Tanahashi will be a part of his team at Forbidden Door. Moments before the show came to an end, Tony Schiavone revealed the full lineup for the match along with himself, Darby Allin, and Tanahashi. Ospreay's team will also feature Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. Moxley's team will feature Claudio Castagnoli, Gabe Kidd, and the Young Bucks. That match now confirmed. Speaking of matches for Forbidden Door, also there'll be an AEW World Championship match, and Hangman baited MJF last night. The opening segment of the August 13th AEW Dynamite featured MJF and AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page in the ring. MJF's main talking point was having his Casino Gauntlet contract and being decisive about when he would take the AEW World title from Page. He mentioned the upcoming Forbidden Door pay-per-view several times, but would not fully commit to executing the contract for the title match. After some back and forth, Hangman called out MJF for being a coward, and that infuriated MJF. Hangman said MJF would not call a shot for Forbidden Door, and in a reaction of anger, MJF was baited into executing his contract for the title match on August 24th in London, England. So that match now confirmed for the upcoming pay-per-view. Now, speaking of Forbidden Door, the TBS Championship match field has become a bit more clear in the form of CMLL's Persephone. Now, Persephone from CMLL has been added to the upcoming AEW TBS Championship match at Forbidden Door. It was previously announced that Mercedes Moné would defend her AEW TBS title against 3 other women at Forbidden Door. Alex Windsor earned the first spot in the match and will be representing AEW. Mercedes will also have opponents representing CMLL and Stardom. The CMLL representative was revealed on the August 13th episode of CMLL Informer. During that show, it was announced that Persephone would be representing the Lucha Libre promotion and culture from England at the Forbidden Door event. From CMLL, quote, as the winner of the 2024 Women's Universal Championship Tournament, Persephone earned the right to represent the World Wrestling Council in Forbidden Door, being one of the 3 challengers to the TBS Championship held by Mercedes Moné. The news was revealed in the CMLL Informer, leaving the goddess surprised to travel to London, England to be at the great event of All Elite Wrestling next Sunday, August 24th. Quote, I think Mercedes Moné already has those championships. She doesn't need so many. I think Perse has to go for one of those. I have always been international. It is time not to go as a foreigner. Now, I am proudly going as the Mexican representative of CMLL. Mercedes Moné, you have something that belongs to my company, but that doesn't matter now. What matters is that you have the TBS Championship that Perse wants, and what Perse wants, she always gets. So I'll see you very soon, she said. Now, Mercedes will defend the TBS Championship, as I mentioned, in the 4-way match against Alex Windsor, Persephone, and the representative of Stardom, yet to be confirmed. A TNT title match has been confirmed, though, for Forbidden Door. Kyle Fletcher will be defending his title against a representative of New Japan Pro Wrestling. An 8-man tag team match was on the bill for the August 13th edition of AEW Dynamite. The Young Bucks teamed with Josh Alexander and TNT champion Kyle Fletcher to take on Brody King, Tomohiro Ishii, Hologram, and a mystery partner. That partner was revealed to be New Japan Pro Wrestling's Hiromu Takahashi. Fletcher previously requested that New Japan send their best his way for a TNT title match at Forbidden Door. In the Dynamite tag team match, Takahashi scored the win for his team by pinning Josh Alexander. It was then made official that Takahashi will be challenging Fletcher for the TNT Championship at the upcoming pay-per-view. A teaser for the return of Hook aired last night on AEW Dynamite on TBS. During the second hour of the August 13th AEW Dynamite, there was a video teaser for the return of 3-time FTW champion Hook. The last time he appeared on AEW programming was actually at the Double or Nothing pay-per-view, where he assisted Swerve Strickland, Kenny Omega, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuyori Shibata in the Anarchy in the Arena match. In June, Hook revealed that he was recovering from a concussion and expected to be back in AEW soon. One person that wasn't on AEW Dynamite last night was Mark Briscoe. The August 13th edition of AEW Dynamite opened with a promo battle between AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page and MJF. The two stars duked it out verbally, with Page eventually getting MJF to execute his title match at Forbidden Door. While MJF was making his entrance, Excalibur revealed that Mark Briscoe was not cleared to travel to this week's episode of AEW Dynamite due to injuries that he suffered in his match with MJF on the August 6th edition of the show. Excalibur did not describe or detail Briscoe's injuries. We're yet to find out if indeed this is legitimate or work as part of a wider storyline. Several matches have been confirmed for this week's episode of AEW Collision. The show is set to feature a heated tag team affair as the Jet Speed duo of Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight will take on Jon Moxley and Wheeler Yuta of the Death Riders. Tensions have been high between both sides in recent weeks, with Moxley picking a singles victory over both stars. In the women's division, $100,000 will be up for grabs, with Julia Hart, Chris Statlander, Anna Jay and Penelope Ford competing for the money in a four-way match. Notably, this will be Ford's first match since the June 21st edition of AEW Collision. And as previously announced, Daniel Garcia, Nigel McGuinness, Lee Moriarty and Hechi Cero will face off for a chance to face Zack Sabre Jr. at Forbidden Door for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And finally, matches have also been confirmed for AEW Dynamite next week, of course taking place in Glasgow, Scotland. The show is set to feature a massive women's tag team match as Athena and Mercedes Moné will team up to take on the duo of Timeless Toni Storm and Alex Windsor. In addition to that, Will Ospreay will have a chat with Jon Moxley ahead of their lights out steel cage match at Forbidden Door. Ospreay told Moxley's wife Renee Paquette to deliver the news to him. Also, the finals of the AEW World Tag Team Championship Eliminator Tournament will take place with FTR facing Bro Dido. Of course, the winning team will challenge the Hurt Syndicate's Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin for the AEW World Tag Team Championships at AEW and New Japan's Forbidden Door pay-per-view. But there you go, guys. The latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Just 4 subscribers away from 250 to 24,000 on that road to 25k in 2025. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe. And I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right-hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.